So today, I'm going to take the subframe out of that car. And as we all know, this transmission's coming out of here. It has reverse, but it has no forward gears. So I had to turn the car around to do the work I'm going to be doing because I don't like working on cars backwards in the garage for some reason. And I was like, well, shoot, I'll go and push it all the way into the street and let's see what the transmission got. Let's see if it'll do a burnout. But the biggest question I had for myself was, does a limited slip work? That's why I was excited that this was a Hicas car, because Hicas S13s, as far as I know, were the only ones that came factory with a limited slip differential, otherwise known as LSD. We're going to talk about that. So, put it out on the street and burn the house down. Let's party. Well, the limited slip works. That makes me feel good, I guess. Realistically, believe it or not, everything except forward gears works in this 240. Like the map lights, the radio, the little screen on the radio doesn't work, but you can just kind of seek through the stations and they work. Dude, this is number 7 I have owned. Power antenna works. Kind of makes me question, should it just be a drift car? Or should I street it as well? Should I register it and put insurance on it and take it to car meets? It's 2 right, not 2, man. So real quick, get you caught up. Took the hood off because I don't work on cars with a hood on them, especially long projects that I anticipate pulling the motor on. Got the wheels off all the way around. Got it up on jack stands. Nice and stable, not going anywhere. Cool. Let's get the diff out of here. I went ahead and just bust out as much stuff as I could. So real quick, let's go through what we got. I pulled the rear section of the drive shaft out. Got the braces off the subframe. Cool. Shocks out. Cool. You're going to have to disconnect this. This is the Hicas hydraulic solenoid. And you have an electric fitting on there, and the plug is up here somewhere. There's the plug. You're gonna have to unplug that. You got 2 bolts on that mount over there. Just disconnected the lines. You can see them right there. I got a drain pan under it. It's draining all the fluid off. On and on. I have every single one of these bolts loose. I got the washers pulled off, and I just got them a couple threads on just to kind of hold it in place. And then you're gonna have another electrical connector right here, and this is going to the speed sensor on the differential, and make sure this one's loose. You don't want anything attached to the subframe. Now the brake caliper's taken off. See, they're hanging. Now if you trace back the e-brake cable, the e-brake cable goes right there. I don't know if I can see that. I'm gonna try to zoom in as hard where I'm at. There's where your e-brake cable goes. That needs to be taken off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower the subframe down a little bit and take that bracket off. That way the brake cable is not attached to the subframe anymore. One thing I want to do real quick before we drop the subframe out of here. I got a jack stand here and back there, but you have all this weight of motor sitting in front of that jack stand, and the weight of that subframe back there is helping balance that out. When I pull that subframe out, I worry that it might unstable this car. So just for safety's sake, I'm going to put an extra jack stand underneath here. Alright, so this isn't load bearing. This isn't gonna support weight. This is just so if I pull the rear subframe out and the weight transfers, this will help balance out. Ta-da! There it is. Pretty simple, guys. Like, this isn't very hard. Especially if you've done it a few times, it just gets easier every time. That's what you're left with right there. Just your brake calipers, nothing else. Here's a better view of your steering rack. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. So one thing I've noticed that is majorly different that intrigues me is, I don't know if I can see it where it's laying. Oh, well, there. That sway bar seems to me to be thicker. See, it's about the same size as my thumb, almost dead, exact same size as my thumb. Thicker than the non-Hicas one. I'm gonna run over here to Hicas one real quick. I mean, non-Hicas one. Move this. Here's the non-Hicas one. See that? So, we'll go ahead and swap the sway bars too in the next episode. I'm just saying, free sway bar upgrade. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Oh man, I just made it worse. In the next episode, we'll go ahead and put the Hicas and the non-Hicas subframes side by side, transfer over our parts, talk about the differences and the benefits. And I need to start researching drive shafts because I got a S13 manual drive shaft, but the problem is it's non-ABS. And having an ABS differential, your drive shaft needs to be an inch shorter than a non-ABS version. Roughly. That's just rough research. We'll go over it all in the next episode. Anyways, thanks for hanging in there. As always, like, comments, subscribes, and I'll see you next time.